gotta go because we don't have the audio either.
You've seen this before? Okay. It's like it's being really slow.
Be seated. Will be somewhat different, as today, Kaye's and Ripley's are combining their presentations. We hope you like what we have for you and that you leave chapel with a smile on your face. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Before we sing our first hymn, how about another round of applause for Michael and Dalen for playing us in this morning? Please stand for our first hymn, Callan Land, number 11.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Ian, and I have been a proud member of Ripley's House for the past 3 years. I have to admit, 3 years ago, the idea of coming to Shawnigan, leaving the life that I built at home and the Peruvian weather, wasn't exactly what I had in mind. However, I now have realized, with the help of the Ripley's voice, that home doesn't have to be the place where you were born or where you spend most of your life. But a true home is where you can live, laugh, and learn. In Ripley's, our house motto, which is acta non verba, translates to actions, not words, and dictates a way of life. From doing the little things such as opening the door for someone to serving a meal for the less fortunate in Duncan, the boys in the house have continued to show their pride and selflessness. Because I arrived midway through the year, it was hard for me to cope with all the responsibilities and tight schedules of the school, as well as the language barriers. However, my brothers and staff in Ripley's helped me overcome these challenges. Before I came, I was scared. I may not show it, but I've always been scared of not being wanted. Yet the Ripley's family made me feel welcome. In my first day at Ripley's, between the third and second period of the day, when no one else was in the house, I was surprised to see another boy also unpacking his bags in the room next to me. Little did I know that boy would become one of the best friends and teammates I could have ever asked for. Jim and I always had our differences, but after 3 years of living together and sharing experiences, I can truly say that he was a brother to me, and our bond demonstrates a sense of unity and long-lasting brotherhood that our house has allowed all of us to have. At this point, it is hard to believe that 2 weeks from now, I will be saying goodbye to Ripley's house along with my grade 12 brothers. I would like to take a moment to thank the boys, Mr. Doyle, Mr. Pollock, and the Ripley's duty staff for teaching me and guiding me through the past 3 years, as well as preparing me for what is to come. Thank you.
With only 2 weeks left until the end of the year, it is a season when we can reflect on our time here at Shawnigan, whether you are a grade 8 or graduating as a 5-year. Finding gratitude in these memories is essential, and that is what I hope to briefly discuss today. At Shawnigan, which house you are placed in greatly affects your entire experience at this school. That is why us, Kaye's girls, can find gratitude so easily, as we are in the best house on campus. The school, and especially Kaye's, are going through big changes, so it is a perfect time to reflect on the many reasons we have to be grateful. Firstly, Mrs. Hamilton. Our fearless leader of the Dove Pack is stepping down from being house director, and we know everyone who has been under her care will miss everything from the ice cream after a tough inter-house loss to the stench of Greta filling the halls. Another hole in Kaye's house will be the lack of Mrs. Conroy and her constant support and Tuesday therapy sessions, but we know Strathcona will love her greatly. Ms. Kingston's witty humor and lightning editing skills can never be replaced, nor will Ms. Morgan's constant math assistance. We have had a lot to be grateful for this year's in Kaye's house, and will miss all of our staff dearly. With all of this being said, we are ecstatic and thankful for all the new staff stepping in to fill their positions, specifically Mrs. Plater, the third Erica to lead Kaye's house, and Ms. Montgomery, who will most likely become everyone's private math tutor. I would like to take some time to count the things I am grateful for at Shawnigan. First, the unlimited dogs that are scattered across campus to always brighten my mood, especially when they wait outside of Marion Hall, readily accepting attention. Or when there are pierogies or taquitos for lunch, as it reminds me of the only meal I can make for myself at home. Having the support of my best friend and roommate Michaela whenever I need it, as I would be completely lost here without her. All of the frustration and stress I have incurred at Shawnigan has been worthwhile because of her and my friends over the years, as they have always been there to relate to my struggles, be there for a good laugh, and scour the thrift stores, searching for that perfect find with me in Victoria. Winning some inter-house events, as changing the pity parties to celebratory parties feels pretty good. And to my volleyball team, who made coming back to school each year much more enjoyable with their everlasting positivity and encouragement that prepares me for the rest of the year. To all of the people who have made my time at Shawnigan more enjoyable and gone through all of the challenges with me, thank you. I would like now to introduce Michael and Amelia to perform Safe and Sound.
Tears streaming down your face when I said I'll never let you go. When all those shadows almost killed your light. I remember you said, don't leave me here on fire. The war outside our door keeps raging on. Hold on to this lullaby, even when the music's gone, gone. Just close your eyes, the sun is going down. You'll be alright, no one can hurt you now. Come morning light, you and I'll be safe and sound. Ooh, ooh, just close your eyes. You'll be alright. Come morning light, you and I'll be safe and sound.
Good morning. I hope you are all enjoying our joint presentation thus far. And if not, Ian will gladly wrestle you later. During my 4 years at Shawnigan, I've seen many Ripley's boys come and go, participated and observed many inter-house competitions, and witnessed, including today, 4 Ripley's chapel presentations. Each time, every year, some of the boys of Ripley's stand before the congregation and talk about their memorable experiences that they hold most dear from their time here. I plan on doing the same. There are many intricate pieces to the puzzle that have comprised my 4 years in Ripley's, and the last few pieces that will complete the picture still remain to be placed over the final couple weeks. When I think of Ripley's, I think of many things. I think of how we are usually the worst house academically, the last in inter-house competitions, and are quite feeble in our attempts with girls. However, all that being said, I also see Ripley's as a strong and steady community, a pride of lions perhaps, where Mr. Doyle is Mufasa from The Lion King, and our grade 8s, Jake, Lorenzo, Saya, and Chris, are our baby cubs to the pride. I say this because, as you know, the animal that represents Ripley's is the lion. In addition to all this week has been Diversity and Pride Week, and this week is supposed to represent the things we believe in and form a bond of togetherness and peace with each other. Peace is represented by the dove, which of course is Kaye's house symbol, and the lion pride is a great representation of family and togetherness. It's odd how things work out. To have togetherness, there must be peace. So, in a way, a pride of lions must act peacefully together to be able to work together as a unit. This provides them with the ability to hunt together, gain strength together, work together, play together, and live together. As the leader of this year's Pride, I am very proud to say I spent my 4 years at Shawnigan in Ripley's, and I'm especially proud of how far Ripley's has come this year in every way, from academic standings and inter-house competition to how much we've improved our attempts with girls. And I'm sure all of you are equally proud of your boarding houses. There are many moments that I'm proud to say I witnessed, experienced, participated in, and learned from. From watching one of my dear friends, Noah Crum, break his nose and fracture his ribs in our first game of inter-house rugby last year and continue to play all the games without breaking a stride, to being beat up by the grade 12s and my older peers in my grade 9 year, as I know it has made me stronger and tougher as a person. Each moment from my time here has shaped who I am today and how I will enter the world after Shawnigan, and I could not be happier and more proud of my Lion brothers that I am leaving with, knowing how much we have matured and grown together over the years. I have been taught many things in my time at Ripley's, many of which won't be discussed for censorship purposes. However, the one thing I can share that I will never forget is that as a group, the pride that are the Ripley's Lions never cease to amaze me with what we can achieve when we stay together. Despite the amount of unfortunate mistakes that have been made this year, we have not stopped roaring together and have remained close and connected as a pride. We have and always will be a proud pride of Ripley's Lions. As the older Lions of Ripley's move on from their time at Shawnigan, I know they will take with them their unforgettable and most memorable moments and use them as inspiration in their future lives. I also know the new Ripley's boys that come into the house next year and their returning Lions will continue to grow, and they too will stay together as Ripley's has in the past. Because really, it's the circle of life. Thank you.
Be thankful. Be thankful that you don't have everything you already desire. If you did, what would there be to look forward to? Be thankful when you don't know something, for it gives you the opportunity to learn. Be thankful for the difficult times. During those times, you grow. Be thankful for your limitations, because they give you opportunities for improvement. Be thankful for each new challenge, because they will build your strength and character. Be thankful for your mistakes. They will teach you valuable lessons. Be thankful when you're tired and weary, because it means you've made a difference. It is easy to be thankful for the good things. A life of rich fulfillment comes to those who are also thankful for the setbacks. Gratitude can turn a negative into a positive. Find a way to be thankful for your troubles, and they can become your blessings. I would now like to invite Kays and Ripley's to stand for Kays hymn number 5. Then the rest of the school will stand and join us for the second verse and thereout. Kays and Ripley's, please stand.
Thank you. Please be seated. Hello, I'm Brennan. I'm proud to say that I've been a member of Ripley's House for the past 5 years, with many ups as well as a few downs. While I was writing this speech, Mr. Doyle kindly pointed out that if Wilbur was a sport, I'd be team captain and proud receiver of triple school colors. I'm going to focus this speech on my experiences in Ripley's with the boys and duty staff. When I first arrived at Ripley's house in September of 2012, there were 3 grade 12s waiting to help carry my things into my room. Needless to say, I immediately felt at home. I got shown to my room where I saw a Korean boy named Jamise and a boy with an accent I was very unfamiliar with. It was Patricio. I will never forget the fact that something I ate on the ferry didn't sit well in my stomach, and I'll just say I didn't leave a particularly good first impression. The rest of the year was extremely challenging for me, especially having to learn a brand new routine from what I was used to, and not having left my mother's side for longer than a few days prior to coming. The first week, I needed lots of guidance as I kept forgetting about sign-in, the fact that I had to make my own bed, and I couldn't find where laundry was for the first 3 weeks because I was too shy to ask. So on top of that, I was smelly and miserable. When I stepped out of my comfort zone and started talking to many of the guys in the house, I soon realized I was in the best place I could be. Ripley's was where I spent most of my free time with the boys, except for Tuesday and Friday nights. Couldn't miss Stag. Doing things from playing rugby in the backyard, to the barbecues every Friday in the fall and spring, to using a Ouija board to see if we could talk to dead Ripley's guys, there was never a dull moment. This goes for all of my years in Ripley's house, as we always get the most energetic and well-rounded guys. My favorite bonding experience as a house is definitely inter-house events, although my throat would say otherwise. Nothing beats hearing "Rip what?" Ripley's constantly in your ear while you're cheering for your housemates, watching them play badminton. I've also liked doing rubber paintball up at the fields for our house outing, listening to Demir swear he didn't get hit after clearly getting hit multiple times. There are many things I've learned throughout my 5 years in Ripley's, including respect your elders, think of others before yourself, our house motto, acta non verba, and most importantly, don't argue with Mr. Doyle, because even if you're right, you're wrong. I would like to finish by congratulating my grade 12 peers on almost finishing high school, and thanking Mr. Doyle, the duty staff, and most importantly, the boys who make Ripley's what Ripley's is, home. Thank you.
So just before we start, we wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
And this is our way of saying goodbye.
but don't know what to make of these, then we will not relate. Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, oh rivers and roads, oh rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, oh rivers and roads, oh rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, oh rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you.
The following is a verse of the Rig Veda, one of the 4 canonical sacred texts in Hinduism. It is about life restoring and holds the highest place among the many Sanskrit mantras used for meditation, contemplation, and healing. It protects us against all threats, and it helps in awakening the latent healing powers within us and connecting us to our own spirituality by purifying the karmas of the soul at a deep level, eradicating our fear of death. I now invite you to close your eyes and clasp your hands together while I recite the prayer. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Yurva Rukami Bahandana Mrityor Mukshi Ramamrita. We worship the Three-Eyed One, who is pregnant and who nourishes well all beings. May he liberate us from the death for the sake of immortality. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming this morning. We hope you thoroughly enjoyed the Ripley's Kaye's chapel presentation.
To conclude, our closing hymn will be hymn number 8, I Hear Thy Welcome Voice. Ripley's and Kaye's will sing the first verse, and then we invite the rest of you to join us for the rest of the hymn. Ripley's and Kaye's, please stand.
Precious blood. Sit down, please. Wow. So our first ever brother-sister house chapel. It is our first ever. And Ripley's and Kaye's, you pulled it off big time. You gave us a sort of doubly powerful experience this morning. We had purple power combined with double blue can do. And the net result was something that I think all of us in the chapel would agree leaves us fulfilling that mandate that we've established for ourselves by coming together in this place, that we leave the place slightly different from when we came in. So, Kieran and Gemma, Mrs. Hamilton, Ms. Conroy in her absence, has it happened yet?
No word.
No word. Ms. Conroy is about to give birth to her first child any day now, just in case you didn't remember that. Mr. Doyle, Mr. Pollock, and all the teams behind those characters, thank you all for this morning. It was a real treat. I'm delighted to see some Shawnigan past parents in the chapel over there. Because that's what it should be. This is a relationship that we're in for a long time. And when you listen to some of the words this morning, you realize that it is something meaningful. So well done. Mrs. Milne whispered to me just right at the end there, and she said to me, "This is why we do what we do. And this is the reward that we get." So thank you all. Thank you for that. And we have 14 days of this wonderful experience left. Some of you may think, it's not wonderful. Well, it's wonderful for some of us, maybe most of us. But 14 days, make the most of them. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.